it is Angel Michael and welcome to today's video. And in today's video, we are going to be doing a top 5 of the Power Ranger Lightning Collection figures. Also, yes, that is a cat back there. No, it is not endangered. Anyways, back to the video. Today, we are going to be ranking top 5 figures for the Power Rangers Lightning Collection figures from Wave 1, 2, 3, and the exclusives from Gamestop and San Diego Comic-Con and Best Buy and Walgreens. So, if you are new to the channel, make sure to subscribe by hitting the subscribe button down below and make sure to hit the notification bell so you don't miss a single video. With that being said, let's get into today's video. So a little disclaimer before we get into this top 5 list. These are all figures that I personally thought were good. Now this isn't an official list either, so if I pick a figure that you don't like, don't get mad at me. And also if I don't pick a figure that you absolutely love, don't get mad at me. And also our 19 to 20 figures in total that have been released from Wave 1, 2, and 3, including the exclusives. So if anything is ranked number 5, that does not mean 5 out of 5 figures. It's just 5 out of 20 figures. So if they wind up on the list, number 5 and the 3 honorable mentions are still really high up there. So with that being said, let's get into the actual video. So, before we get into the top 5 list, here are 3 honorable mentions and these 3 are not necessarily bad to make it in the top 5, it's just the top 5 that I chose were actually really good. So, for the honorable mentions, we have Beast Morphers Red, we also have Zeo Gold right there, and we also have Lost Galaxy Red. Now, the reason I chose Beast Morphers Red was because I wanted to have some representation from Beast Morphers. And the only 3 we had were red, gold, and blue. And I figured, you know, I need to have a Red Ranger in here. So I'm going to use the honorable mention for that. And so for Zeo Gold, we also have Zeo Gold, who appeared in the San Diego Comic-Con exclusives and is coming to the Wave 5 figures. So if you want to pick up Zeo Gold, then you can pick him up through the Lightning Collection Wave number 5. And for Lost Galaxy Red, this was a exclusive for GameStop, and so this also came with Psycho Red, which I will get to in a little bit. And so Lost Galaxy Red and Psycho Red were, I think, 2 figures that together really went well together. And so I think Lost Galaxy Red's figure is really good, and plus 2 Leo in the show is really great as well. Now let's get into the actual list, starting at number 5. And so, with number 5, we have Lord Drakkon from the comics. If you don't know who Lord Drakkon is, he was in the Shattered Grid comics from last year. Now we have Lord Drakkon as a figure. This one came out in Wave 1, so you're probably going to go to Walmart and Target, and you might actually find it. And also, majority of these figures are on Amazon, and they all go for $20 a piece. So if you want to pick up Lord Drakkon, you can get them for $20 on Amazon. Now let's go on to number 4. And so number 4, this one was a tough one because I wanted to choose between Psycho Red and Psycho Blue. Eventually I said, you know what, let's just do Psycho Blue. I like the design he has, and the sword he has that comes with the figure is so cool. It matches really well with what he has. And honestly, I just like Psycho Blue a little bit more than Red, even though if we were to have another figure to be in Psycho Red. For number 3, you can't have Power Rangers without another villain, so I went with Lord Zedd, who also appeared in Wave 1. So, Lord Zedd is one of the most memorable villains from the Power Rangers series, and unfortunately Robert Axelrod, who was the voice of Lord Zedd, died earlier this year, and I have made a video about that. And so Lord Zedd was a really big figure into Power Rangers because it was a scary villain, but at the same time he wasn't like a scary in the sense that it made the Power Rangers a little bit more darker, because it really didn't at the time. It was Mighty Morphin, so you couldn't make that show any darker. But I just like Lord Zedd, and the figure that comes with it is really nice as well. So that's why I made him number 3. For number 2, this one was a tough one between 2 Rangers, and ultimately I had to give number 2 to Magna Defender. Now, Magna Defender in Lost Galaxy was great. I mean, having the thing between him and Mike, and them at one point, Mike being the guy who got sent down and died, and then Magna Defender was the main 6th Ranger that helped out the Rangers, and then eventually Magna Defender came and sacrificed himself, and Mike became the Magna Defender. And one thing I really was confused about was why didn't we have a Mike head to go with Magna Defender? That would have been really nice. But everything else, including the cape, was also really cool as well. And it's by far one of the coolest figures I have seen in Wave 2 and Wave 1. And pretty much all of the other ones. Magna Defender is a really nice figure, and if you come across a Magna Defender Lightning Collection figure, you should definitely get it. But there's one more figure ahead of that. So, for the final Ranger, at the #1 spot, the Ranger, the collection figure that I really like the most out of all of these so far is the Shadow Ranger. Now, if you don't know, I am a huge fan of SPD, and it's by far one of the most favorite seasons I have seen. SPD just really felt so cool, and it just felt like I wanted to be a part of Power Rangers at the time. And Shadow Ranger really did it for me, you know. With having the Master there, coming from a different world from the Rangers and having that experience, it just feels like the Shadow Ranger's figure is so cool. And so even having him as a figure, you also have the helmet, you also have Doggy Kruger's head on there, you also have the sword. This was by far one of the coolest Ranger figures I had seen, and if you come across this is by far also in Wave 1, you will probably see this in Walmart. And I see a lot of these figures in Walmart. This is a cool figure to have along with Magna Defender. So if you come across Shadow Ranger, I would seriously get it if I were you. That's it for the top 5 and the honorable mentions. What do you think of the list so far? Let me know in the comment section down below. And yes, these Rangers I feel all make the Lightning Collection good. Not just in terms of quality, even though the Lightning Collection figures are really good. I think these Rangers are all those figures that I came across and I'm like, wow, these are really good. And anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. If you did, make sure to leave a like and subscribe if you have made it this far. And also leave a comment if you like this. And until next time, I'm Andrew Michael, and I'll see you guys next time. Thumbs up.